Hey everyone, VPT2 here. I'm making this short little start because I actually started recording my hunt about 3 minutes into the fight. So I figured I would talk a little about how MR Kulve works and how to solo her, as well as the skills used during the fight. Also, I deleted or forgot to record a bunch of failures out of sheer anger. Also, I forgot to plug in my mic for this one. So I'm posting this particular video because it was the first successful hunt without my Palico. First thing you gotta know is Kulve has a fuck ton of health. About 54,000 HP. So you pretty much want only damaging skills. So crit boost, weakness exploit, the works. Some of you who use earplugs probably just want to get rid of that. Like if you're using it as a charm, get rid of it because it's actually useless during this fight. Mainly because she roars very rarely and doesn't do any roar combos. If you're using it as a charm, switch to Agitator, particularly Agitator 5, because during the final phase of the fight, she is only angry. And out of the probably 50 attempts of fighting this thing, I've only been roar comboed once. Also recommend peak performance if you're using health augment on your weapon. Don't bother with part breaker either, as it's not a part break check. Rocksteady is also pretty good if you're getting knocked over repeatedly. Secondly, Kulve has a DPS check, not a part break check, as I stated before. If you don't meet it, she will leave. Why? I don't fucking know. This isn't even a siege, but she still leaves anyways. That's a lot quicker to get her out of aerial 1 and 2. So it leaves me to believe she has a DPS check of about 13,000. And how much health she has left in Area 3 is about 28,000. In Area 1, it is actually best to weaken her chest, forelegs, and head, and then slam her into the wall twice to break her parts, as that will help you out with hitting her weak spots more. If you're not using, I would suggest using Rocksteady at this moment, because otherwise she would just roar you off of her. Also, mount her to get into her molten state, as that will allow you to get more damage. If you're in a situation where she's just spamming the roll or lava and you haven't got much damage in by like the 6 or 5 minute mark, I would suggest just abandoning the quest so that way you don't have all your healing items used up. In Area 2, it's just Kulve without her coat, and she has a lot more weak spots because she's no longer covered by the coats. There's also only one stalactite though, and it's closer to the right when you enter the area. The one on the far left is gone, so don't bother with that unless you're trying to mount her. Like, just use the ledges to try to repeatedly mount onto her arm or back leg. In Area 3, to get past that, you just need to be really aggressive. Also, don't bother with the horns unless you're aiming for extra carves. I was actually under the impression that you needed to break her horns in order to actually succeed the quest. You do not. Third, if you watched the last video with me hunting with my friends, one of the guys, his name was Jet, said that the timer doesn't go down until you engage her. This is actually right, and I proceed to exploit this during this video, so that way my mantles can actually restore themselves. So if you choose not to engage her once you've gotten her out of Area 1, you can just go restock on potions, and the DPS timer will not start until she sees you again. The fourth thing is, if you're soloing with your Palico, I suggest giving your Palico paralysis in Area 1, then switching to poison for the final area for extra damage. If you're going without your cat like me, make some poison bombs to use for Area 3, not Area 1. She will develop a small resistance to them. I also recommend stun resist skill-wise, mainly because she will take 75% of your health if you get stunned or just flat out kill you. And finally, if you're having trouble, just keep trying over and over, honestly. Because sometimes it's just a persistence thing. I managed to get her to Area 3 multiple times, but she just kept running away. So eventually you'll get it if you are aiming for a solo. I soloed this monster purely because I just wanted to say I'd be unable to beat every monster in the game 1-on-1, or most of them. So don't worry about anyone's, like, you'll see like people getting it in like 11 or 13 minutes. Don't worry about that. Worry about beating it, not about trying to get like the shortest time possible. Worry about that after you've properly beaten it. Then you can concentrate on improving. Alright, with that out of the way, enjoy the video. Leave a like if you do enjoy it, and don't subscribe because I do not upload that often.